This is the biggest sorting facility in Singapore for mail and parcels, handling over 3 million items a day for the National Postal Service provider. In March, a contract staff of Singapore Post tested positive for Covid-19, infecting 9 other employees and putting dozens more in quarantine. In the aftermath, I asked Group CEO Paul Coutts about the ordeal and how he handled the crisis.
Unfortunately, we did have 10 staff who were confirmed as having Covid-19. Fortunately, most of those have now recovered in full and are discharged from hospital. And we're keeping our prayers, obviously, for the rest.
As CEO, what was your first reaction? What immediate steps did you take to contain and control the problem?
Well, I think the first thing was to actually get a quick health check in terms of the individuals themselves. That was the first thing, to make sure that they were okay and that we were supporting them as a company, not only them, but also their families. The staff who came in contact with some of those confirmed cases were quarantined. We also did a lot of deep cleaning of the operational areas in terms of where those people worked. And so we, of course, stepped up our monitoring of the safety equipment and materials that we actually had in place for our staff to keep them safe, including gloves, including masks, including the social distancing. More importantly, the health checks on a twice daily basis, so that we knew whether people's health were actually being affected from morning to afternoon. We're pleased that the bulk of the 10 confirmed cases are actually now recovering.
I understand you had to quarantine dozens of your staff as a result. How did you minimize the disruption in your mail operations?
The disruption was quite intense for several days. We had to call upon many of our staff who work in other business units and in other areas to come and support us through that testing time. We also had to take a position that say we may have to step back in some of our service commitments to our customers for a period in time. So we, in discussions with government, we said that we felt that our service may deteriorate for a few days whilst we go through that resynchronization of resources versus volumes, and we re-engineered the processes. And so we came through that. Moving on to the next stage, the good news is we've got some of the staff that were quarantined have now come back in again, and but we continue to have quite extraordinary volumes, particularly on the international side, and our domestic volumes are holding up quite well.
When some of your staff were infected, that kind of triggered a little bit of a public panic, because people were then concerned whether the virus could be transmitted through the postal services. As CEO of SingPost, how did you allay those fears?
There's been all sorts of health studies done to say that it's not possible to get contaminated through the mail processing. And we've got those control measures in place for the public. So it really was about making the public aware there is no danger here from mail.